Annuncio vobis Gaudium Magnum. Habemus Papam. Eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost, qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem XIV.
Well, this is certainly something.
Robert Francis Prevost, 69 years old. This is a first.
Is it ever?
And while I heard some cheers in that crowd, I would not care. How would you characterize that reception?
I think some shock as well as excitement. We can see the Cardinals. Yes, as they prepare the balcony, we can see Cardinals have already come out along the front of the Basilica to welcome the new Pope. Well, this is a surprise.
Before you see him, Cardinal Prevost was born in Chicago. He had a very big job in the church. He was something called the prefect of the dicastery for bishops, which means he oversaw the selection of new bishops. And yes, he's an American, but he spent many years as a missionary in Latin America. He's also a naturalized citizen of Peru. And he's been a member of a group of cardinals advising the Pope. It's called the Council of Cardinals. And it was established in 2013 to assist the Pope with the governance of the church.
This is such a moment, as you were saying, Adrian, to have been in charge of the office that appoints bishops around the world. He will be so well known to the other cardinals in the conclave. And we're told that as a person that he's very measured, very level-headed, and he will know how the curial government works, and he'll know how to run the Vatican as the Vatican.
It is worth repeating, this is the first time there has ever been an American Pope.
Something that many, even this morning, thought just could not happen. So such an interesting, but this is also a man who has been known to stand up politically and make his statements known and to call out global leaders. So in the sense of geopolitics, he's considered a very level-headed man, very pragmatic, and this will no doubt serve him well in these difficult times in which we are.
It is worth noting that he was only very recently made a cardinal. He was made a cardinal in 2023. You know, there was a friend of his, a priest who spoke to the New York Times, someone that Cardinal Prevost, the new Pope, mentored, who said that he's perceived as a dignified, middle-of-the-road kind of person. Some have called him a centrist, progressive on some key issues, not all. And in terms of the name that we are hearing, that he will choose, I believe
Leo
it is
XIV.
Pope Leo XIV. Why Leo? What is your understanding of Leo?
Honestly, I cannot answer that right now. But what an amazing moment. What a change. The first Pope ever from North America. And a Pope in particular in this time in world politics, and America's role in the world. To have an American Pope, it's one who's deeply, deeply familiar with Italy, but from that perspective, this is just an incredible moment in the history of the Church. At 69, he's young.
He's young.
So we could have a Pope for quite a while. He had been described, I know, by some as a possible compromise candidate. So certainly not one of the sort of top 5 names that have been floating around, but he had been on several lists. It's just to have an American makes it such a different experience.
I honestly think some people are shocked.
Oh, I'm shocked. I think many are shocked. There had been so much talk that the Church would not be ready, the Catholics would not be ready for an American Pope, but they have certainly been proven wrong today. The Cardinals went into the Sistine Chapel, and in not very many ballots chose Leo XIV. That's an amazing. Now as we see the Cardinals on the front of the Basilica, we await the moment when our new Pope, a Pope from the New World, from North America, an American Pope, will take to that balcony and address the city and the world. What he will have to say will tell us so much about who he is and how he plans to run the Church.
Now you see the Cardinals there. I can see Cardinal Greg. There are Cardinals standing there, people who have been in the Sistine Chapel, who were doing some of the voting. They are very, very happy. And it's interesting, when we spoke with Cardinal Czerny the other day, and I asked him, you know, it's difficult. You can't say to someone, who are you going to cast your vote for? But I did try to say to him, is there a right way you'd like to see this go? Is there a wrong way you'd like to see this go? And he said, we cannot make a wrong choice. It's not possible to make a wrong choice, because he said, we believe the Holy Spirit is guiding us in this choice. And so what we choose is the right person to choose.
What an incredible moment. What an incredible moment. There had been other names that were considered far more papabile, but this is an incredible moment for the Catholic Church.
I want to share a quote from you, and just to attribute this properly, CBS is quoting the Bishop of Winona, Wisconsin in Minnesota, a man named Robert Barron. This is a man you may recognize if you follow him on YouTube. He has nearly 2 million YouTube subscribers. He told the story of Cardinal George of Chicago, who was one of his mentors, who told him, he says, that look, this is Cardinal George's words, until America goes into political decline, there won't be an American Pope. His point being, if America is kind of running the world politically, culturally, economically, they don't want America running the world religiously. That was the perception of some heading into this moment, that it wouldn't happen. But let's have a listen to him.
La pace sia con tutti voi. Fratelli, sorelle carissimi, questo è il primo saluto del Cristo risorto, il buon pastore che ha dato la vita per il gregge di Dio. Anch'io vorrei che questo saluto di pace entrasse nel vostro cuore, raggiungesse le vostre famiglie, a tutte le persone, ovunque siano, a tutti i popoli, a tutta la terra. La pace sia con voi.